have in this country who refuse to stand for justice and truth, who stand for injustice, who allow themselves to be willing tool of oppression. Sir, you are one of the problems, and you're one of the problems, and you must take responsibility.
So guys, Nnamdi Kanu has just bounced back. Breaking news. Well, the latest action Nnamdi Kanu has just taken now is the action many people has been waiting for, and Nnamdi Kanu's action recently has prompted various reactions from many IPOB supporters, as many people are praising Nnamdi Kanu. But before showing the latest action Nnamdi Kanu has taken, there are two videos I want to display here for you guys. The first one is from Aisha Yesuf, and the second one is from the Nollywood actor Bishop. These particular two videos, I want to display it here for you guys so that you also know what is happening and also listen to what these two popular figures have said. And after watching these two videos, I'm going to be displaying the latest action Nnamdi Kanu has taken and how he has just bounced back, because many people keep saying Nnamdi Kanu is at fault, whereby Nnamdi Kanu is innocent and he has no case to answer. Nnamdi Kanu has done nothing wrong to the federal government, but the federal government keep on frustrating the plans to release him. Without wasting much of your time, watch these two videos. After watching these two videos, I'm going to be back to show you how Nnamdi Kanu has just bounced back.
Visibly angry, and asking the question that why is it that when it comes to his case, the law is turned upside down. And I think every well-meaning Nigeria that believes in equity and justice, that's the question we all should also be asking. Why is it that when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu's case, the law is turned upside down? It's not about whether you like Nnamdi Kanu or you don't like Nnamdi Kanu or whatever it is that he's doing. That's not the issue. If people know me and Nnamdi Kanu, there's no love lost between us. We've had our public fights and all of that. Some of the way he does it, I totally do not, agree with them and stuff like that. But he has a right to ask that he wants his region to succeed, and then it's for the process to go through. And if you've arrested him and you say he's committed a crime or whatever it is that you've arrested him for, it behoves on you to follow the law to the letter and do the prosecution. If it turns out that he's guilty, you punish him. If it turns out that he's innocent, you free him and allow him to go.
You have gospel is to be preached. You woo somebody now, isn't it? You can't call it like what is happening right now. Okay, I am 1,000,000% of the opinion, okay, that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed. Yes, free him. All right. It may not make legal sense, depending on what they have claimed and the evidences that is put up in the fore that he has of the crimes, quote and unquote, he has committed. Yeah. It doesn't need to make legal common sense, but it makes moral common sense.
How do you mean by it makes moral common sense?
It's morally right.
Morally right to have him released?
Of course, he is a human being and he took emotional decisions, and emotional decisions are not right decisions.
What was the emotional decision?
Emotional decisions, I'm too hot, I've been marginalized, I will scatter this whole.
So according to People's Gazettes, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu sues Imo State Commissioner of Police, demands 10 billion naira in damages. And I'm going to be reading out the full details of this particular lawsuit Nnamdi Kanu has filed against the Imo State CP. And I read, leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has sued the Imo State Commissioner of Police, Aboki Danjuma, demanding 10 billion naira in general damages over alleged defamation. Mr. Kanu, in a fresh suit filed by his lawyer Maxwell Opara at the Abuja High Court, also demanded an award of 50 million as exemplary damages against the CP. The IPOB leader, in the writ of summons marked CV 3179/2025, sought an award of 10% post-judgment interest per annum on the entire judgment sum from the date of judgment till same is fully liquidated. He sought a declaration that Mr. Danjuma's statement published on July 25, attributing the gruesome killings in Imo State communities to IPOB/ESN members is false, unsubstantiated, speculative, and defamatory. He sought an order of perpetual injunction restraining the defendant, whether by himself or officers of the Nigerian Police Force, from further making such or similar defamatory statements. An order of this honorable court directing the defendants to issue a public retraction and apology to the claimants in at least 2 national dailies and on national television. Now you can imagine that the Imo State Commissioner of Police came out to the public on July 25, accusing Nnamdi Kanu of the gruesome killings happening in Imo State. Now, despite Nnamdi Kanu being in detention, they are still looking for ways to blame and accuse him of the killings going on. He has no phone while in detention, so why are you accusing him that he's the one piloting the killings happening in Imo State? How is it possible that Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS custody and giving order for people to be killed? These people are just looking for blames to put on Nnamdi Kanu. And now Maxwell Opara, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers has come out now and say, look, the Imo State CP defamed Nnamdi Kanu and he has to give us 50 million naira. And he has to award us 10 billion naira also in damages because he has defamed Nnamdi Kanu. Despite the charges they have leveled against Nnamdi Kanu, despite the terrorism charges they have leveled against Nnamdi Kanu, that is not enough for them. They are still looking for a way to bring more charges upon Nnamdi Kanu. And Maxwell Opara, which is Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, now filed a lawsuit on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu, saying that, look, enough is enough. And he has also told the Imo State CP, Aboki Danjuma, that he should come out to the national television and apologize to Nnamdi Kanu. And also retract that very statement that Nnamdi Kanu is in charge of those gruesome killings happening in Imo State. Well, let's continue. While Kanu is claimant, Danjuma is the sole defendant in the suit dated August 12, but filed August 14 by Mr. Opara. Mr. Kanu, in his statement of claims through Mr. Opara, alleged that on or about July 25, the CP, within 2 hours of an attack at Ndi Ejeze, Umu Alaoma, and Ndia Kuwata Uno in Aro Ndi Zogu, Idiato Local Government Area, LGA, issued a press release published by mainstream media wherein he falsely and maliciously attributed the gruesome killings in these Imo State communities to members of IPOB/ESN. The lawyer averred that in the statements, the defendants alleged that IPOB, under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, orchestrated the attacks, gruesome killings in Imo communities. He argued that the statements came at the time the IPOB had appealed the controversial expert judicial proceeding, declaring it a terrorist group at the Supreme Court of Nigeria. He stated the claimants averred that the false statements by the defendants was made without proper investigation, evidence, or credible intelligence, as no arrests or criminal prosecution has been initiated after the press release. The lawyer averred that the statements allegedly made by Danjuma caused serious damage to Mr. Kanu's reputation nationally and internationally. Well, you can now see that Danjuma Aboki, who is the Commissioner of Police in Imo State, accused Nnamdi Kanu falsely of the gruesome killings that happened in Imo State recently. Now the question is, how did Nnamdi Kanu orchestrate those killings? These people are just bent on spoiling Nnamdi Kanu's name internationally. Don't also forget that Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen, and a strong British citizen for that. They are still holding Nnamdi Kanu in detention And holding him in detention is not enough. They are still spoiling his name. Well, at this point in time, I'm going to allow you guys to tell me what you feel about this lawsuit Nnamdi Kanu has filed against Aboki Danjuma. Tell me what you feel about this. Do you think this is the right move by Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Maxwell Opara? Like this video, share this video, and most importantly, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below so you won't be missing any further and trending updates regarding Nnamdi Kanu. See you in my next video updates. Bye.